Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to approaching infinity, shall we? We're continuing with our ship through the tutorial area. So let's keep moving over here to the east, and what is this? This is a radiation belt, which blocks sensors and causes minor damage. This is going to hurt as we drive through it. Did a little bit of damage to our shield, but no problem. Oh, and we found a station. So, here at the station, we can dock. And this is a banker station. So, banker stations are the foundation of the stellar economy. Spacers shop for equipment and supplies, sell their loot, or look for paying contracts. Traders seek out the best deals on commodities. Rugged spacers look to sign on with a good captain. There are no bankers to be seen. So these are kind of like, you'll discover more about them as you go. They're kind of like automated systems, or stations rather. And the bankers, yeah, you don't exactly meet them, but these are the most common stations that you're going to find, especially early. And let's talk about how to navigate one of these. So at first, when I got here, I didn't understand that you could go to these different tabs, and these are all very important. So the number one thing you want to do, that I always do when I come in, is I restock my supplies. And no matter, unless they're just about full, I always do this because it's so bad to run out of supplies that it's worth it. Additionally, we can sell our data. And down at the very bottom of the services offered in the lobby tab, you can do both at once. You can actually buy and sell data. There is no quest that we can get right now, so I'm just going to do both. And you can see my data has gone to 0, my money has gone up, and our supplies are at full. Then you could go over to the market tab, and this is where you can buy and sell resources. Currently, it doesn't look like there's any excessive savings or demand for anything. But down at the very bottom, what I usually do is you can just click this sell everything. You need to click the price over here. So we'll get 1,800 if we sell everything. That's because this transuranium is extremely valuable. And we do have a lot of food, for example. There isn't anything that I need to hold on to, so I'm going to just sell everything I've got. Okay, we're up to 60 grand. If you're a trader, you will of course pay more attention to this and be buying low and selling high, filling up your inventory. I don't mess with this too much with this Explorer Scientist build. I just kind of like sell stuff and make money. Antimatter, can be used in the field as emergency supplies. It also sells for a bajillion. Okay, so let's go to the outfitter. Now, the outfitter is where you can buy new parts for your ship, for your away team, and there is down here even a kind of like module for your ship, I guess. And this would increase your supply capacity. It's 28,000. And let's evaluate whether or not this is worth it. So the first thing I want to say is your shop will be randomly generated. You're not going to see the same stuff as I am. Second of all, your mileage may vary on what you prioritize. Getting a new ship is amazing, but if I go to the shipyard all the way on the right, there is no ship, and ships are going to cost you early game, even when trading in your ship, $600,000, $700,000, something like that, and we're not even close to that. So instead, it's time to incrementally upgrade both our away team and our ship if possible. So, like I said before, the game does a good job of comparing your items. So everything that you see here, for example, the shield, second from the top, the numbers in blue are improvements upon what we have equipped. In white, it's the same, and in red, it's worse. So if I mouse over the shield, you can compare it to what we have currently installed. The shield that is for sale has 10 more shield power, recharges faster, and uses less supplies to recharge. So it's a pretty reasonable upgrade, but it's rather expensive for not a huge upgrade. This cloud gun is a weapon for our away team. It is a heavy medium range area of effect weapon that hits every tile on the way to the target. So it's kind of like a ray, it hits everything. And it doesn't hurt the away team with its element. It does cryo damage. You could see that it's less damage than our blaster. However, you can equip 2 weapons and swap between them. So we could use this cloud gun in a situation where it would be favorable, where, you know, we wanted cryo damage, or we wanted ray damage that pierced through every square that it passed through, or we wanted, knockback, which our blaster does not provide. However, it's very slow. You could see its speed minus 30. And I'm not thrilled with it, but at the same time, it does hit 7 adjacent targets, and it could be something that's worth experimenting with. By the way, again, I told you this game is very, very good at explaining what's going on with it. You could see over on the right where it says for sale, and it tells you stuff about the cloud gun. Down below, further down on the tooltip, above where it says currently installed, it tells you what the abbreviated categories are. So ADJ, for example, is adjacent targets hit. NOK is knockback, etc. So, just for fun, I'm going to buy this. And it explains to you weapon swapping. It says your blaster will be moved to your swap slot, and the cloud gun will become your primary weapon, and you can press W to switch between them. So, I like doing this, like they say, with a heavy and a light weapon. It's kind of cool. And there are all types of enemies, and they have resistances to certain elements, so it's good to carry a range of elements. It's nice to have like a sniper rifle that has an extended range, for example, something like that. I'm going to buy this grenade. We don't have a grenade, now we do. And let's see, this exosuit gives us more hit points than what we have, more oxygen, and much better environmental resistance. However, it decreases our visibility by 1 tile. For me personally, that's a deal breaker. I love the better environmental resistance. I love more hit points and oxygen. That's all a win. But because both of the weapons that we have a range of 4, I want to maximize the range by being able to at least see 4 squares away so that I can hit things at max range. So I'm not going to buy this. We could buy the Rusty Hammer to replace our Stun Zapper as a melee weapon, but I really, really like the Stun Zapper, so I'm going to keep it. And the Nano Cannon would be a gun that we purchased to replace our Ion Cannon, but in every way, it's worse. It would be cool if we could equip 2 weapons, but our starting ship only has 1 weapon slot, so we really need to get a better weapon, and this is not it. The shield is not good enough for me to buy it. However, the supply storage, I'm going to buy. You could see that I can equip 4, I guess, device. It's not module for these. It's called devices. I can equip 4 devices on my ship. So for 28 grand, I can get more supplies. And, I'll buy it. Now, I'm going to go over here to the pawn shop. The pawn shop lets you sell bigger items that are not on the market, like weapons and stuff that you have extras of, and it lets you sell completed maps that you've done. So I'm going to sell this right here. We're down. That item that we bought was really, really expensive, but that's okay. I'm going to go to my inventory, and you can see that we have this supply storage lets us store 1,000 more supplies so we don't have to refuel as often. So I'm going to actually push escape, and now you can see it's updated our supplies. I'm going to go to the lobby, and I'm going to fully restock supplies. This is prorated to a degree, so it's not as expensive as it was before. And now we could carry 7,000 supplies. Now, you might not think that that's worth it. And it's totally debatable whether or not spending all that money was worth it. But I'm telling you, running out of supplies is the worst. So being able to explore a little bit more and have that extra wiggle room is okay with me. I'm going to leave the station, pushing escape. And I'm just going to keep exploring. You can use auto explore here with your ship if you wish to, by the way. Okay. Looks like there is a spatial anomaly up here. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a ship that's firing at us. Let me just check these guys out. They're openly hostile. This is the same ship as we fought before. I'm going to push H to hail them. They don't want to talk. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire at this guy. Shoot. Move forward. And I'm going to pick up this anomaly. I get 362 science data. Remember, and our captain gets 2 experience from the anomaly. I'm going to push actually O really fast just to show you our captain. We have 17 out of 121 experience required to level up. Things to look for, too, as we left the station. Quests and crew members. There was no crew to hire. There was no quest to acquire. And then you just check the outfitter to see if there's any upgrades. At the beginning of the game... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my shield restoration. Just going to follow these guys. They're doing a reasonable amount of damage, but no problem. And he says, don't scuttle my ship, it's all I have. So you can either accept their surrender or not. I'm not going to accept their surrender. You get more stuff if you don't. And I don't care for his attitude. He's going to try to kill me, but then... You know, he wants to tap out because it's, quote, all he has. You should have thought about that before you opened fire on a peaceful science vessel. No. It's been scuttled. Okay. So everybody gains an experience point, and we can go ahead and pick up all this stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Great. We got some more... Transuranium, which sells really well. And I'm actually going to go right back to the station. Dock. And we're going to refill supplies, sell all of our data. Remember, we got a bunch of data from that anomaly. And then I'm going to go over here to the outfitter. And nothing has been updated except, no, it has. There's an asteroid cracker. I cannot afford the asteroid cracker at the moment. But this is the kind of stuff that you're looking for at the beginning of the game. You're looking for devices and functionality. Both devices for your away team that let you climb mountains, for example. And asteroid crackers are so good for allowing you to actually crack asteroids or mine asteroids with ships that don't normally. So we want to get this. We just need some money. We don't have it. Now, I could go to the pawn shop. I could sell. But look at this. If I sell everything, now I have enough to buy the asteroid cracker. This is risky because I won't have any money to like resupply, but we'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to my ship, inventory, and you can see it all automatically equip the asteroid cracker. So now we can get any asteroids that we find. I'm just going to keep exploring. Moving down here. And we found a planet. Now, this planet is called Ice Shard, and it's got so much environment damage that we will survive for 2 turns, aka we can't go down here. It's too dangerous. You can see it shows you an explanation that it's doing 60 damage per turn, and then you subtract the amount of environmental resistance that your suit affords you, and this is the adjusted value, 60. So this is ridiculous. We're not going to do it, but we do scan it. So we get 3 experience for scanning it, 2 experience for just exploring, and we can, you know, remember that planet, but instead we're going to leave. Now, before we leave, come over here. Pick up these supplies. We can't really get any more supplies at the moment. I could top off. You can't carry extra supplies. You see how, I'm getting very little. But at the same time, now I'm topped off, and this icon here is the warp icon. So if you step on this, it will, we move on it, and then you push enter, just like you're, going onto a planet or a station, and it opens the warp interface. And from here, we have left the tutorial behind, and now we're on Sector 1. I think something happened to my tutorial right there, by the way, that caused some of the pop-ups to not display. But I explained everything that we did, so hopefully nothing was lost in translation. We'll continue to cover everything organically, and if you have any questions, please just put those in the comments below. Now, we're on Sector 1, Yokyobo. Again, remember, this is randomly, procedurally generated, so your sector will not be the same as mine. You can see on our minimap at the bottom left, we already see something over here, so that's marked. And then you'll start to learn what the color-coded stuff in the minimap means. So remember, the @ sign is us. The blue planets are Terran planets that we can explore. The pink circles are asteroids. Now this asteroid, I'm going to it says an asteroid for mining. I'm going to mine it. I can actually mine it now and get some ore because we bought that asteroid cracker. I'm going to move over this planet, which is called Pavilot Rho, and it is a Terran planet. It's temperate climate, no environmental damage, it's unexplored. There are some killer bunnies, which are dangerous, and it's a blasted settlement for the landing zone. So that means there was like a settlement of people here that probably got overrun, and it's just filled with maybe dead bodies or maybe nobody. We'll find out, but we're definitely going down. As a science vessel, you want to explore as many planets as you can. It's the best way to get money and experience. We're going down. Cryo weapon. Captain, is this your first time using a cryogenic weapon? Shots of this type can freeze liquids, even lava, and put out fires. It's also devastating to heat-based monsters. So this is actually important because unless you have the actual item that lets you walk on the water, you can use this to freeze water to make like a bridge and stuff. So the game's really cool about what you can do environmentally. Cloud gun. Captain, have you used a cloud gun before? They fire a massive blast of gas energy that will hit every tile and every creature between you and the target, even hitting enemies around the target. So it's a cloud, it's a spread. It also has a cooldown, so make sure you carry something else you could switch to. One more thing, the current design is shielded against his own element, which meaning we don't take cryo. Flamethrowers allow you to walk through fire, and nanite sprayers let you pass safely through nano swarms. So pretty cool, huh? I have automatically equipped the cloud gun. You could see it's on my F slot for F for fire. If I push W, I'll switch to my blaster. So here is a killer bunny. I can just see that 9% grokked. It's happy, but it will be hostile within range of 5. Do not, as they did in Monty Python's Sleep on the killer bunny, we need to shoot this immediately. So I'm going to just fire the cloud gun at it, and it's down. I'm going to switch to my blaster because I don't want a weapon that has a cooldown as my primary weapon, but I will switch to that if necessary. I'm just going to go ahead and fire at that guy. These bunnies are weak, as is most stuff early in the game. Now, we bought a grenade, remember that? And in the upper right, you'll see I have 3 out of 3 grenades. That means that you get 3 uses of the grenade that you bought. As far as I know, once you use it all, that grenade is gone, you need to buy another one. But grenades are incredible area of effect abilities that can get you out of a jam when you're getting overwhelmed. So you definitely want to have the option for it. Shuttle is ready to take off. I'm just going to push E to auto-explore. Oops, we see some bunnies. Now we're going and we're auto-firing. And you can see just our opportunity attack is enough to kill these. We killed them all. Okay, we're just blasting stuff. Just going to explore. Alright, bunnies everywhere. Alright, there's a lot of bunnies. So we're running away. Kiting is just absolutely your friend because of your opportunity attacks. You could see them just proccing all over. And because there's so many bunnies, I'm actually not auto-exploring. This flashing crate right here is a quest thing. If we look at this, it's the Fall of Terra. It's going to open this quest for us. And this is like a small little book, and it says Chapter 1 of 7. These few sectors were the last holdout of the Terran Coalition, a once great stellar civilization. What happened? Your progress in the Fall of Terra is tracked in the stats section of the Infinipedia under Knowledge. So, the Infinipedia, we haven't talked about that yet, is over here, and you can just push Z or click the button on the left that says Infinipedia to open it, and review all data, logs, records, things like that. The other thing is, that is a multi-part quest. If I push Q for quests, it doesn't show up here. However, it is a long-standing quest that we have nothing in the captain's log. Here's the Infinipedia, by the way, that like explains about you, gives you a lot of tips, and shows you the bestiary, and on and on and on. It's super helpful. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm not going to look at it on this game. Now, that quest, The Fall of Terra, it might not have registered just yet. A note, everyone in the colony is food. Maybe we can the bombs? Uh-oh. What's going on? So that data pad gave us some information. Here's a bunch of food. I'm auto-exploring. Oh, we got some data on the... Oh my god. Okay, so this is a... I'm going to push W and switch to my cloud gun, and then I'm going to just fire at this bunny. And you could see that the cloud gun hit here and then hit every adjacent enemy. It does not pass time to switch your weapons, by the way, so you could switch your weapons without passing a turn. We got some more information about bunnies. I don't know why that Fall of Terra quest is not showing up. It's a long quest, and you need to find all 7 before you get credit for it. I might have to leave the planet before it registers, or I might have to reload my game. Okay, 50% oxygen, we got to go back. It's possible that's the case. There are some pop-ups that aren't happening. We'll see. Now, it is worth mentioning, okay, so Auto-Explore is super useful because what it's doing is mapping this out. You can see I'm at 79%, but I'm going to take control of this because you see this little, like, it looks like a chest of drawers almost. If I actually walk into it, I open it and search it. The Auto-Explorer doesn't generally do that, so you're going to want to kind of sometimes take control of Auto-Explore and make sure you search everything properly, especially computer terminals. Okay, I'm going to take control, and I'm going to go here. And, oh, that's empty. Okay. Let me just make sure there's nothing left to explore. Oh, 20%, stop. I missed the warning about oxygen. That's terrifying. Luckily, we're close enough here to get to our ship. Woo! We made it. You see how they say, are we going to the shuttle soon? They do try to warn you about it. And there is a big beep. So the klaxon means go get some oxygen. We got it. And we did it. We've seen the whole place. We're good. So once you've seen the whole place and you're still auto-exploring, your people will just go back, your away team, to the shuttle because it's over. You can go and see if there's anything manually that you need to explore that the auto-explorer didn't search through, but I think we're good. I'm going to push enter, and we survived the mission. We found out more info on the killer bunny, and we want to definitely survey this. I wonder why that's not showing up as a quest for us. Well, maybe we need to explore some more. Alright, let's keep going. shuttle ready to launch, and I'm going to crack every asteroid we find. There's no reason not to. We aren't hurting for cargo space at all, and now you could see that purple or magenta-ish circle that we immediately could see when we entered the sector is in fact the station. This is such valuable information because you need to know where you can get supplies. I'm going to crack all this. I'm going to get this anomaly. Just going to crack these asteroids before I go check out the station. So you can see it's slowly starting to, like, not necessarily pay for itself. That was a ship, by the way, that passed into the nebula, so we can't see it. There we go. Let's take a look at this. This is a Cygorn freighter. We have a warm relationship with them. They are not hostile, so you don't have to worry about them at all, but you'll see pirates attack them all the time. And as long as I've got space... Oh, we got attacked. Oh my god. Who would do such a thing? Well, I'll tell you who. Our stores are always open, sure. This gruff instigator. These gruff instigators, it's just their way to attack. They love to pick a fight, but they're terrible. So you can see we crit them already. I'm going to use my shield recharge ability, and they shot us. They're almost dead. And they always say that. You deserve honor. So everybody gets an experience, and the gruff are like, you're a good fighter. There's a ship over here. This is a banker interceptor, which is why they said our stores are always open. We got a bunch of supplies to help us keep going. Got some fuel, basically. And now you can see on the minimap, there's actually no asteroids left around here. The pluses are these stars. The red exclamation point is that freighter. And the blue is, I guess I said blue are Terran planets. It's not necessarily a Terran planet, just a planet. This planet, though, we can actually explore. It's frozen, but we can check it out. Now, I'm going to go to the station first, though. Why am I doing that? Because I want to do a few things. Number one, there's a contract here. There's a quest. They want some macro conide from Sector 2. They want 9 of them, and they're going to give us 10 grand, 15 experience, and +1 faction power with bankers if we do it. Definitely take this quest. You will probably see a different quest, but it might be... Your first quest is usually mining, so now we actually do have a quest to collect. Good. And I'm going to buy and sell. I've got a good bit of data. I'm going to buy and sell data, and then there's no one to hire here. There's no officers, unfortunately. I'm going to go to the market, and I'm going to sell all of the stuff. So you could see the ore that we got sells for 81 each. So it's not a tremendous amount of money, but it's necessary for, number one, doing that mining quest that we just saw, and any mining quest, and it's just a little bit of way to make some extra cash. So I love to have it. Can help you get through an area, explore, run away from somebody by being able to mine. And let's go to the outfitter and see if there's anything good. So they have a missile scrambler, but it's way too expensive. The mobility suit is fast, but not that great. They do have a sniper rifle, which is cool, but I like our cloud gun. Now this shield right here is a massive upgrade. Recharges faster, stronger. You see we have 165 shield power. This would be, you know, like over a 20% increase in shield power. It does take pretty much all of our money, but I'm okay with that because I'm playing permadeath and I'm trying to stay alive. Now, armor, we don't have any. So this would give us hull reinforcement. This is also pretty nice. It's too expensive for us at the moment. And our ability, our active ability from our captain emphasizes shields, so let's do it. We could buy missiles if we want, but remember, we only have 1 weapon slot. This takes a bunch of supplies to fire. It's also pretty expensive. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this shield. Then what we're going to go is to the pawn shop. We're going to sell this map. You can see it's coveted. So in parentheses, it says it's coveted, so it will give us even more money here. Now, we can also sell our other shield. The game automatically, I believe, equips the better item. So this thing is out, and we could sell it. Now, if I would have sold the map first, I could have bought the armor, but honestly, I want the shield. And I'm going to sell it, and now we have 8 grand, which is enough to buy supplies and stuff. So we're doing fine. I'm going to leave, and then we're going to go ahead and explore this planet. So we've landed on this frozen world. And I'm just going to take a look around the corner. Okay, great. We're going to start exploring. This planet does not have oxygen, so you can see our oxygen starting to go down. We need to keep track of this. The mystery unravels. You have found a Firax data pad with a partial set of coordinates that could lead you to a star temple. Star temples are dangerous places that contain powerful alien technology. So this is great. So again, it's not giving us the quest for this, and I really do wonder if it's because I have the quest on another save file on this account, and if it's per account, those quests, I'm not sure. But you should be getting those quests for the star and for the Fall of Terra. Alright, I'm just going to keep exploring. Now, I can't auto-explore, and that is because the game must think there's an enemy nearby. There we go, now I can. So there was something over there that was suspicious. And I'm going to immediately run back. I'm going to go get my oxygen. Just keeping track of this. I think this place is dead. It does look dead. I don't see any creatures at all here. In fact, there appears to be nothing to even explore, which is a shame. There's no data that we're finding, really. We're scanning the planet, which is good. But we need 100% to be able to get the bonus and everything. Let's see if we can get 100%. Oh, we got it. Great. I thought we might have to freeze the water, but we didn't. We made it. And we don't know if we got everything on this planet because we can't climb or drill through these mountains or travel through them in any way. But we got 100%, so that's all we need. And I'm out. We got 2 grand. So we know for our quest we need to go to Sector 2. I push W to open the warp interface. And there's this little onk by Sector 2. I believe that means you have a quest there. We're just going to keep exploring. There's a lot. I'm just going to push E to auto-explore. There is the warp point. It looks like a stairway. So on the minimap, there's an up and down green arrow. You will see this for your shuttle when you're on a planet with your away team, or the warp zone if you're in your ship, for example. There's some asteroids. Let's mine them. I'm going to get all of these because it's just free money. And I'm looking for other planets and such. You never want to leave a planet behind. You want to do your best to scout the entire sector. Here we go. There's a pirate, but they're not attacking us, mercifully. And I think we did it. I think that's pretty much it. There is some stuff in the very upper corner that we haven't gotten. Oh, okay. So this guy, we need to attack this dude right away. He's bad. He would attack us. I'm going to try and pick up this item. You could see there is some heavy equipment right here. We could sell that. And we're almost done with this guy. They give you reputation for defeating them, which is just so funny. That banker ship is all over us. There's another gruff. He might be coming for us. Our shield has recharged, though, at this point. So we got the crit on them. I'm trying to stay out of their range. Glory to you. I love it. Okay. So before I go to the next sector, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to dock, and I'm going to buy supplies, sell data. I'm going to go to the pawn shop. We could sell the map, and now we have 17 grand. Let's go to the market. Let's sell all of, the heavy equipment is 500 bucks. All of our ore, bunch of money there, and then the outfitter, anything that we want. Again, we could buy this armor, but I'm going to save my money. I'd like a better exploration suit, if possible. So now let's just go to the next sector. Now, from the warp interface, you can select to go to these different sectors. They do, in my experience, get progressively more difficult the further you go, so we want to go to 2. We don't want to just jump to 3, and we have a quest in 2. Entering Galactic Region. We're entering a region of space known as the Forgotten Battleground. A great war was fought and lost here long ago. Now a handful of alien factions vie for control of the few remaining resources. Opportunistic space pirates and the belligerent Gruff are thorns in the side of the bankers' trade empire and their Sigorn servants. A criminal syndicate is trying to establish a foothold nearby. So we get some information here from the banker about the quest, and you can see this stuff. If it's important, it will appear in the captain's log, and we know that here's our quest right here. Destination here. You can push the quest screen once you get quests and go here, and it does dynamically keep track of how you're doing. We've collected 0 out of 9 of what we need. So in this sector, we do not see where the station is immediately, but we do see a shipwreck right here, which is really cool. And here's a planet. Here's a couple of planets. So this planet is Summer Shudder. It's a Terran planet. And this is an asteroid that I think these are the right kind. Oh, we're getting shot by this guy right here. So this is scary. I'll fire. I'll move. I'm hiding behind the planet. And I'll move up. Fired at us. I'm going to fire at them again. It looked scary, but you see the damage that they're doing to our shield. It's not good. They aren't hurting us very much. And he's saying, don't scuttle my ship. No, I don't accept it. They give you rep down. So if you want to be buddies with the pirates, take their surrender. There are pirate stations that you can dock at and do stuff with. I still usually dock there because my rep early game is not damaged enough to make that not possible. But I don't, I'm not sympathetic to them at all. I'm just picking up the drop. Oh, we blew them away right away. So they were very easy to kill, and they dropped a bunch of stuff. This actually right here, let me show you. Let me push P. This is a pirate base. So they might not be cool with this, but look what's up here. There's just a profiteering beam weapon. Pick up everything. We want to use this, obviously, and make money. We have plenty of supplies. And I'm going to go down here and see if I could dock at this. This is just a dangerous sector. This is a Sigorn ship. They're not going to mess with us. There's the warp point. Good, we found that, so we can get out of here. And, I mean, it's worth mentioning, the warp point is not where you warp in. So you can't just immediately warp back out, because you might not know where the warp point is. I'm going to dock at this station. They may be the scum of the universe, but the space pirates know how to have a good time. The bars are always open, and everything is permitted. Keep your officers close, and don't forget to lock the ship. Yikes. Okay, so, awesome stuff happening right here. We get a quest if we want to do this. And this would be like you want to be part of the pirates, because you're going to go shoot down Sigorn freighters. I'm not going to do this, because I don't want to be part of them, and I like the bankers and the Sigorns for this play. I'm going to buy and sell data. And there's our first crew member available. We are level 1, so we can only hire 1 crew member. This is a tactician, and what they're going to give us is improve our combat game. They get experience from defeating enemies I'm going to hire them. 11 grand, you're on board. He's already got the ordnance skill. Okay. And I'm going to go to the market. I could sell everything. Those chemicals that we got are valuable. Small arms, valuable. Sell it. Outfitter. All right, this suit, we can't afford it, but it's really nice. I wish I could afford it. We can go to the pawn shop, and we can sell their profiteering beam for a bunch of money. It's not good. It's not better than what we have. Well, let me walk that back. You fire it every round because it only has a cooldown of 1. So that's kind of cool, and it uses less supplies, but it does 30 damage versus our 101. So, I don't want it. They do have a ship that they're selling here, the Corsair, and you get that from the shipyard, but it's almost 800 grand, so we're not even close. So I'm okay with where we're at, and I'm going to go to the officer screen. I'm going to push escape, go O, and you could see that this guy has ordnance. You can just mouse over it and push shift. It says decreases the supply usage of all ship weapons and reduces the cooldowns on slow firing, like really slow weapons, by 1. So the main thing for us is this makes our weapons more efficient, less supplies per fire, which is great. Now, another thing you can do is he's going on the away team. You can see he has a blue suit right here, and it says he leads the away team. You can click this and click on him, and then click where it says away team to make him stay on the ship, but I'm going to have him on the away team. He makes the away team stronger, and I'm actually going to put our captain on the away team as well for now. You don't have to do this, but it's a nice way to get some extra experience early on. All right, everybody. Well, we made it to Sector 2. We've got a lot to do, a lot more to talk about and explore, but I hope that you're finding this series to be useful and fun. We've gone through even more content. We're out of the tutorial, and we're in the game proper. And I will check you all in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.